Hey there, welcome to the Eurostep, a Milwaukee Bucks podcast, proudly a part of the Blue Wire Podcast Network and GSPN, and presented by our pals at Prize Picks, where you can use promo code Eurostep to get $50 in lineups after you play $5 in lineups for the first time. I'm flustered. I'm messing up the intro because I'm so excited. Did I do our names yet?
No.
I'm Ty Windisch, joined by Rohan Katti. The Bucks won, which is great news in itself. Giannis returned.
2 out of the last 3 games, Ty.
Yes, but not 2 in a row. They are the only team that has not won 2 in a row since October. It was them and the Wizards when I tweeted this like 4 days ago, and then the Wizards did it last night, which does feel intentional. So they should do that. They played tonight as we record Monday night against the Hornets. They should consider doing that. But now I don't want to bring the vibe down too much because Giannis returned on a 24-minute restriction. He still had 29, 8 boards, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, and was a plus 13 in those 24, just under 25 minutes. Led the Bucks in scoring and nearly in rebounding. Bobby Portis had 11. And had statement plays throughout the game. Had 4 straight offensive possessions that he ended with a dunk, which, you know, if you're worried, like, oh, is the explosiveness going to be there? Like, we saw the 3-on-3 film of him before the Indiana game, and I was like, oh, I think it's going to be a while. Like, I don't know. Like, he seems a little ginger. 4 straight dunks in the game is in live game action. It's a pretty good sign. I thought he looked good overall. We'll talk about it in detail. But then to end the game, a windmill dunk as time expires, sparking a kerfuffle, which I will say, for all the faults for the Bucks, they do have a lot of guys who like to get in the mix of a kerfuffle on this current team, which I do award bonus points for. I do appreciate that. And then after the game, had some great quotes. So really, this is the high point of our podcast in at least weeks.
Oh, absolutely. I'd say, yeah, ever since... it's been like a month, I think, since we've had a good podcast like this to do good things to talk about. Because we've been, even after Giannis came back, there was that Wizards loss in there, and it's just really bad. Then he got hurt again. Then it's all the trade stuff, and it's just not been fun. Then we've had to deal with Doc Rivers basketball. Yeah, we'll talk about Doc. Doc's been throwing games. Yeah, he has to be after he rolls out this starting lineup for this game.
For this, you didn't like this starting lineup?
No, I'm saying he was throwing games because if he had this,
right. Yeah.
But before talking about all that, it's awesome to see Giannis back on the court.
Oh my god,
it's just so good. It's so good. It makes you realize how good it is, and I hope it makes people realize you do whatever you can to try to keep it.
I'm glad you think that too, because it was so easy during the long absence to be like, oh, maybe they should make the move. Maybe they should, if you're not sure if you can keep him and everything else. And if we get to the summer and he's like, no, I won't sign, then it does become a different conversation because he could opt out after next year. But we don't have to do that right now. It's just easier, though, when you're not seeing him. Because right now, like... let's figure it out. Maybe Zach LaVine will help. You know what I mean? Like, let's. You know what, Jon Horst? I get it, man. Like, imagine not watching on TV, but like you're there, like whatever, great seats every single game watching this. Like, I totally get it. Actually, I would still draft better, but I get trying to be this aggressive to work with Giannis. And in our Discord, we have some people who keep saying that they are hashtag Team Delusion because I don't know. I don't remember if it was me or someone else called them delusional for thinking like the Bucks could make it work with Giannis. Again, there was a lot of Debbie Downer energy during this latest skid as Giannis has been out. And I'm joining Team Delusion. I want to make it work.
There we go.
I don't care how bad they are in the standings right now. You just watch this. And some of these pieces on this roster are good. Not enough of them, but some of them.
Did you know that this was, it wasn't a banner game for Kevin Porter Jr. by far.
No.
To say the least. This is the second game in which they fully played together, where neither of them left with injury. The second game.
That's nuts.
2-0?
Yeah, what, this and the Nets game?
Yeah. Crazy. It's crazy. We're still like, 30-something games into the season, and we're just getting lineups together. That's it.
Yeah, and that one actually not on Doc. That's actually just legitimately they've just been hurt the whole time.
Yeah, they've been ships passing in the night.
When Giannis and Rollins share the floor. The Bucks have a net rating of plus 10.8.
It's pretty good, I'd say.
Giannis and Turner, it's plus 11, but they're like less than 400 minutes for all these groups.
And Giannis makes everyone look better. Everyone. Yeah. It's almost like, Ty, this team was built to maximize a Giannis-led offensive defense. Right?
Sorry,
it's almost like I
got distracted. The Trent numbers came up.
No, it's almost like this team was built to maximize.
No,
Giannis.
I know. No, I heard you. Yeah, it was. I mean, that is important. They hadn't been. Again, they've had him for some of these games. They have not won back-to-back. Not back-to-back, sorry. 2 consecutive games since October. They've just got to keep winning. The good news is the teams in front of them aren't. 4 of the 5 teams in front of the Bucks on the standings right now, or above the Bucks in the standings right now, are on losing streaks, including the Atlanta Hawks, who have lost 10 of 12, actually.
I think it's 9 in a row since Trey came back. Or 6 in a row or something
6 in a row, I think.
6 in a row.
And their defense has totally cratered, which apparently it was like showing slippage anyway, but yeesh, they are 10th. That shocked me when I looked at the standings the other day, that they are all the way down in 10th now. But the Bucks are in 11th, 13 and 19, which is quite bad. But
next 4 games in a row.
Well, you got to do it. Next game in a row. But they're 4 in the loss column back from 7th, 5 in the loss column back from 4th.
It's right there.
It's still there. I mean, 6th is the Sixers right now are in 6th at 16 and 14. That is only 4 games ahead of the Bucks. Like, that is like 2 good weeks of you winning and the other team's losing. I mean, less if it's like really good, but if you go like 5 and 3 and the other team goes 2 and 5, like you're almost right there. I don't know if that math actually works, but it'd be close.
We talked about this the previous couple of weeks, but this is the sink or swim stretch for the Bucks.
Yeah.
This has always been, if you are losing during this stretch, it's over. Pack it in. Yeah. If you're winning during this stretch of games where you're playing against teams below 500, which they still have 4 more of those left, that's what I was alluding to.
Yeah.
You have a chance. You have a chance to resuscitate your season. You're getting your the chest compressions going. You're trying.
Yeah.
But there's a chance to save your season if you can win during this stretch. And you know what?
They did one.
Starting to win.
Yeah.
They did one. They did one.
I mean, 2 out of 3. I don't know, 2 out of 3. That Memphis game was just so disappointing. But now Giannis is back.
How have they not beat the Grizzlies in 4 years?
They always have really bad games against the Grizzlies.
It's been 8 consecutive losses.
I thought Ja was awful this year. That's what everyone keeps saying. He looked really good against the Bucks. Does Ja just want to be a Buck?
I think so.
That's too bad. What did you think? How did you think about how Giannis looked on Saturday night?
He looked as dominant as ever.
Yeah.
He looked as dominant as ever. I mean, you're missing 5 shots. And 2 of those are threes. So like on your non threes, you missed 3 shots. Like that's just amazing. He is as dominant as ever. As you said, that stretch of just having 4 straight offensive possessions ends in dunks. You're like, oh, this is the rim pressure that the Bucks have been missing. You've been watching the Bucks for a couple of weeks now, and you're thinking to yourself, oh, no one on this team, aside from like Kevin Porter Jr. and Ryan Rollins, are capable of doing anything. Literally anything on offense. It ends in a swing around the perimeter for 15 seconds, and then it's like, oh God, there's 5 seconds left of the shot clock. Someone has to do something. That's been every single offensive possession, non-transition for the Milwaukee Bucks. Even some transition opportunities for the Milwaukee Bucks. And then you watch Giannis in the half court, and you're like, oh, this is why this is how offense should be run. This is what an elite basketball player looks like. This is what amazing, incredible basketball looks like. And we've been deprived of that. We've really been deprived of that. So going out there and watching Giannis go get contact, go to the line too. 8 of 10 from the free throw line. 8 of 10.
Has he been? Did he use that time to practice?
I hope so. And just being able to go out there and impose his will on that Bulls team, that's unlike anything we've ever seen in this stretch. Just a player going out there in a Bucks uniform and just being able to go say, hey, no, I'm dominating this matchup. We haven't seen that.
No, we haven't. So he punctuates the game. Bucks were up with by enough to win late. The Bulls made a run. Giannis and the two guards, and AJ Green hit a three, thank God. Put the Bulls away. And then Giannis gets a rebound, and instead of dribbling out the clock, runs downhill. As Stacey King on the Bulls feed pleads, you got to foul him, because it was pretty obvious what he was doing. Which I love, by the way, the Bulls announcers were like, you can't be mad if you're going to let him do it, which is like, I totally agree. Slams a windmill home as time expires. The Bulls inbound it. They get all mad.
I thought he obliterated his calf when he
Yeah. Dude, could you imagine? He's not even on the injury report for tonight's game, so it doesn't look like it. That would have been tough. This is what Giannis said about it after, when asked. Are we 11th in the East or 12th? We've just got to keep finding our identity. If we need to get a little scrappy at the end, so be it. We're not the champs. Why should we have play the clock out and have respect and fair play? Like, we're fighting for our lives right now. This is real talk. I've been 13 years in this league. If we keep on losing, brother, probably half of the team won't be here. We're not going to make the playoffs. I really don't care. I just want to be available, be healthy, and help my team win. And if that is what has to happen for everyone to wake up and understand we are fighting for our lives and we got to get our hands dirty, then so be it.
It's awesome.
I love it. Awesome. Yeah. I love it. It's
awesome.
Who is he talking to, though?
He's talking to his team.
But who?
Who is he talking to specifically?
That's what I'm interested in. Yeah. Or maybe it's just the whole team. But
I think it might just be the whole team. It might be like, hey, Miles, do something. And Miles looked great next to Giannis.
Yeah, I mean, it's again, he is. Yeah, he sure did.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, it's awesome. You need to be able to galvanize your team. I was wondering what kind of Giannis we were going to see when he comes back. Is it going to be a Giannis that's like just waiting until he gets traded, or is it going to be the Giannis we're seeing now, which is we're seeing the heel turn? We really are.
Yeah.
He's on his demon arc.
Yeah.
He's usually on his demon arc, but in a different scenario.
Oh my God. He was asked about the trade rumors again, too, of course. I think by ESPN's Jamal Collier. This is what Giannis said. I'm here. Don't ask me that question. I'm here. It's disrespectful toward myself and my teammates. I wear that jersey every single day. Disrespectful towards the organization, my coaching staff, and all of the people that work hard for me to come out here and say, I don't want to be here. Don't ask me that question. I'm here. I'm putting on the jersey. And as long as I'm here, I'm going to give everything I have, even in the last second of the game. And the question was basically like, do you want to be on the team if they are out of the playoffs? I think it was in response to the other question. Which, did he say specifically, I'm here for the long term? No.
Nope.
But it was still more than he said during the last media availability.
It is, but I also treated it like nothing.
Yeah, I thought it was more than nothing.
I don't know. I feel like we've heard something like that before from Giannis.
Well, yeah, but the last time, I don't think it was that. So, see, it's like building back up.
Yeah, but that's when he wasn't wearing the jersey. He was just in his sweatshirt doing a press conference. Now he's wearing the jersey. I
think the jersey was off. It looks like he's wearing like a cutoff.
Oh.
Also, do you think he wears it every day at home too?
I hope so.
That was my intrusive thought when he said that. Like he's just lounging at home between the hours of 7 and 10:30 in the same jersey.
I hope so. AM or PM?
PM. Game time.
But I don't know. It's I guess it's nice. I didn't really think anything of it.
I liked it.
Yeah, I didn't hate it.
He said he loves his teammates too in a different answer. That's nice. Not all of them clearly based on the message after the dunk.
Yeah, I think the message after the dunk is more like he's trying to get some fight back into this team. We've seen zero fight from this team. We've seen they've been a pushover that just gets beaten up on by bad basketball teams. They've been a punching bag recently. And what he's trying to do with that sentiment and with that windmill is just sort of like, no, you need to have some sort of life, man. And you need to. He's trying to get a pulse. He's trying to restart the pulse of this team. I don't know why I keep making resuscitation analogies, but that's what it feels like. It feels like this team is dying, and he's trying to bring it back to life.
Yeah, I agree.
And so that's what I thought of that. I don't know if it was directed at anyone in particular, but just the entire team in general needed to show some fight. And by the way, you talk about a kerfuffle. I'll tell you what, the Bucks have guys that'll get into a kerfuffle, but they don't have guys who will get into a fight.
Thanasis?
You know what? I'll give that one.
You don't think you wouldn't give that to Bobby?
He hasn't gotten into an actual fight on the court.
I don't know if that's because of him, though.
That's true. All I'm saying is I'm seeing Jose Alvarado get suspended for 2 games for like absolutely just throwing punches at Mark Williams for some reason.
Yeah, well, that's fine. Did you see?
They do like a kerfuffle. You know what I think about a lot? I think about Giannis and Chris Paul last year.
Oh yeah.
We're just like, hey, I'm here. You ready?
That was good. That was funny. Did you see the clip of, for whatever reason, I don't know why, like kind of back at the outskirts of this, I think it was Bucks Lead who shared the angle where you could really see it. Thanasis just like grabs Cole Anthony and like pulls him back, but he's not really like in the fight. He's just kind of there on the outskirts.
He just wanted to do something.
Cole Anthony gets super mad. And he's like, "Hey, let me go. Let me send you the." Have you not seen this?
I have not seen.
Let me send you the clip. I need you to react to this live on air because it's really funny.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready.
I'll have to like put it in our show notes or something too. I just sent it.
Oh boy, let's see.
So you can see stuff still going on. Like it's still a pretty active scenario. And Cole Anthony is like, he kind of gets like pulled out, and Thanasis pulls him all the way out of it. Like it's not on the outskirts, as I said. Cole was kind of in the mix. But he's just standing there.
He just gets yanked.
Like, why him? I think just because he's little, like you knew you could pull him. But like,
that's so funny.
I mean, Gary Trent is in the mix with like his hair all, out because he wasn't playing. He's got the contusion. Kevin Porter Jr. is right in there. But yeah, TA's just like not Cole Anthony.
After the initial grab, he sort of like bear hugs him from behind.
No, he's like no
reason to do that.
Well, and again, it's like, not to be insensitive, but sometimes too, it's like, oh, we can't have a guy getting suspended. Like, our starting point guard is in the mix. I think the third stringer could get suspended. Like, we need TA to like, if you're going to be the full like bench bodyguard guy, you got to rank the targets by value a little better.
Yeah, Cole Anthony's been getting DNPs.
Yeah.
Oh man, I guess to cap off this discussion of the windmill, incident. I think the funniest quote of the night came from Nikola Vucevic. Did you see this? Oh yeah, that's hilarious. You know what? I was actually mad about it because he stole my bit. That was going to be my joke too, and I was like, "Damn, Vooch got it first. You're a close personal friend." Yeah, close personal friend.
You bought a cannoli before, I believe.
Sure.
Just going to keep building on that story over the years.
Yeah.
In 2050, it's going to be like, yeah, exactly. In 2050, it's going to be like they ate dinner every night together for a month.
And he keeps buying my meals. Yeah,
he can afford
Doc it. Doc Rivers is jealous.
Yeah, Doc would actually come on the pod if he heard that you had gotten a month of free meals out of an NBA player.
Be like, hey, teach me your skills.
Yeah,
man.
He's like, no, I'm going to interview you. Oh my god. I thought about doing the voice. I thought about doing the voice, and it killed me.
Oh, no.
He's like, I'm going to interview you, actually. Go ahead.
But Nikola Vucevic basically said he probably was upset that he saw the report that the Bulls didn't want to trade for him, which is the funniest timeline. First
Hilarious.
of all, fake. Like, that's not a real report. Or maybe if it is, why does Vooch know about it? What is he doing? How did he get that information? Is he just scrolling Twitter? Like, is
Instagram.
he just like... He's on Instagram. He's trying to figure out whatever it was, like Bleacher Nation or something like that. It wasn't even Bleacher Report. Our good friends at Bleacher Report. It wasn't even them. It was some weird outlet that it's like I don't believe you. But it was super funny. Like he was clearly so mad that he had to find some little thing to poke at Giannis because it ticked him off a lot for him to come out and say that.
Yeah, I know. Well, they have nothing else going on, right? So it's like, might as well get fired up. I'm trying to find where the original report came from. I remember it was just so funny.
Yeah, so funny. It was basically...
Oh, it was from Fox Chicago's Lou Canellis.
Oh, okay.
He said it on 670 The Score. Giannis and his representatives, like all together on a group call, I guess, reached out to the Bulls about a potential deal, and the Bulls said they weren't interested. They were not interested in breaking up their young core or changing their course of direction.
Awesome. I totally believe that.
So maybe Vooch was just listening to some sports radio in the morning.
I think that's the funniest part is trying to imagine how Vooch found out about that.
Yeah, that should have been the post-game question. How do you know about that?
How do you know about this?
No, that's the thing. Like, I kind of worry that now NBA media and stuff is actually like too mainstream, and they all probably know about all this stuff.
Yeah. Which makes me even more annoyed at Giannis. You know?
Yeah, well, not today.
Not today. Today is a good day.
Today is a good day. Yeah, we'll talk about the rest of the game. One Buck who I don't think Giannis had to send that message to, and more. But first, let's talk about our friends at Prize Picks. Here's the message I'm sending them. Hearts, because we love Prize Picks here on the Eurostep. It's almost Valentine's Day season.
It's getting close. It's in stores. I'm going into retail stores and I'm seeing the Valentine's Day stuff. So it's getting close.
Going into retail stores. Yeah, I mean, it's that. I mean, otherwise, just like if you're really planning late for a New Year's event, but otherwise, yeah, there's not a whole hell of a lot between now and then. But whatever you're getting ready for, you can get ready to win a little extra cash if your hot takes are correct on Prize Picks, and that's exactly what Rohan did over the weekend. Unfortunately, one of the teams we watched won, the other one didn't, but you were still able to make some money on football, weren't you, Rohan?
I was. You know, I'm a big fan of the flex play. I love the security of the flex play.
Yep.
And that's why I tend to go there, because you don't have to get every single pick right for you to still win. And that's what happened to me. I had a 4-pick flex play. Wow. And unfortunately went 3 of 4, but still I did make money on that. So unfortunately, I'll get the bad one out of the way. Smart. It was Luke Musgrave, projection of 18.5 receiving yards.
Oh.
Big donut. Big donut for him.
I would have liked that one. That's tough.
Yeah, especially like the only tight end available.
Yeah,
it's like a good target for Malik Willis. I don't know. I was feeling that one, but unfortunately, that's the one that did not work out for me. But Malik Willis rushing yards projection at 30.5. Man went for 60.
Wow.
If there's anything to know about Malik Willis, and you can listen to Talk of the Thunder, is that he will run. He will run.
He's a track star.
You know, easy. Get well soon, Malik.
Yeah.
Quay Walker assists. Projection at 4.5. He had 6.
Assists?
Assisted tackles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, he's tossing dimes out there?
And then I wasn't super confident in the Baltimore offense, which is why I went Tyler Loop. He was projected at 1.5 made field goals. He made 2. It was close, but I still got there. I feel like, and that's a 3 out of 4 flex play that still lets me win money.
Love that. I feel like whenever you include a kicker, it ends up working out for you. I don't know why I feel that way, but I do. Download Prize Picks today. Use code Eurostep to get $50 when you play $5, win or lose for the first time. That's code Eurostep on the Prize Picks app, which you can find in our description. You can win big like Rohan did over the weekend. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Although
I want to ask something.
Yeah.
So we got the starting lineup in this Bulls game of just, Kevin Porter Jr., Ryan Rollins, AJ Green, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Miles Turner. Where was this?
Yeah,
I mean, obviously you didn't have Giannis. You didn't have Giannis, but you had the closest facsimile you could have in Kyle Kuzma. Where was this?
Or even
or
if you're
Bob.
like, I was going to say, or Bob. Either one of them.
What were we doing out here? Why were we benching Ryan Rollins? It's like, because Giannis is back, you can play KPJ and Ryan Rollins together? Or did Giannis have to say like, it's like, hey, you're back in the starting lineup? This is how I'm imagining this conversation when it's like, Giannis, you're back in the starting lineup. And then I'm not going to try to do a Giannis thing. No. I can't. And Giannis
you're asking
like,
too much.
Oh, cool. What's the starting lineup look like? Oh, it's KPJ, it's AJ Green, it's I don't know, Bobby Portis, and then yourself, and then Turner. And then Giannis is just like, bro, what are you doing? How do you expect that to be good? I don't know. I just can't play KPJ and Ryan Rollins together. It's like, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Doc. Do you want me to stay here, Doc? Mr. Rivers? You just start them together. It's fine. That's a good starting backcourt. Okay, Giannis, I'll give you this one.
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Rollins, who only played 23.5 minutes against the Grizzlies, which I wasn't as mad about. He did have 5 fouls. That's probably been the worst part about his game lately. But it's also like he's so aggressive defensively, and he does turn those into like turnovers and stuff. So it's not the same.
Starting to get the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of the things you can win over, and it's not the same to me as when AJ Green would pick up the fouls, and it's just like you're not accomplishing anything. Like you're just thrusting your torso into a guy for some reason. Rollins is actually like fighting. It looks like good defense. You know what I mean? Like there's not all fouls are equal.
No, I 100% agree with that. With AJ, he's being targeted defensively, and they're trying to get him to foul. With Ryan Rollins,
held up a bit better actually against the Bulls, but yes, they are targeting him.
Yeah, and with Rollins, he's actually guarding the best players.
Yeah. Ryan Rollins, though, I'm glad that you asked about this because this was the guy I wanted to talk about. 20 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block, just 1 turnover, 4 fouls in 35 minutes in this game against the Bulls.
He can play with Giannis, man.
He can
Chris
play with
Giannis.
With the partnership.
Play without Giannis. It's good. It's a good partnership, and I see the story you're trying to tell, and it's you can start to see that, right? That Chris resemblance. I mean, similar sort of like, kind of cast off, forgotten, and develop yourself into a great player. Is he going to be as good as Chris Middleton ever was? Likely not. Right? Likely not. Chris Middleton is at worst the 4th best Buck ever. 2-time or 3-time All-Star. I think 2-time.
I'll look. I know.
2-time All-Star.
Unfortunately, never made All-NBA because he got robbed by the rule that they then changed. Pascal Siakam owes Chris Middleton.
He really does. But multi-time All-Star. 3-time. Oh, sorry, Chris. I changed you a bit. 3-time All-Star. Like, I don't know if Ryan Rollins is reaching those heights, but you can see a similar development story.
Well, not even just that. Like, just watch Rollins operate 1 pass away from Giannis. Like, the way he sets up, he slightly moves back and forth, the way the hands stay ready. It's just like, it reminds me of the way that was their best play, or not their best play. Giannis pick and roll was, but one of their best go-to plays was like, get Giannis on the block, get Chris up on behind the 3-point line, like, kind of halfway between the corner and the top of the arc there, and just space it, and it's like really hard to stop that. They go to the same thing with Rollins, and it works too. He is just
like Giannis is 1 assist to the game, but also 1 assist is insane for Giannis.
Yeah, that doesn't. I wonder how many guys miss those passes.
But just that 1 assist is, I believe, the play you're talking about in the 4th quarter, where you see Rollins just sort of bring the ball up, get Giannis set up in his spot. Giannis passes back out to Rollins on the perimeter. And he's like, oh, I'm not super open for 3. I'm going to give it back to you, let you get deeper post position, try to get that double even more. 1 pass away, Rollins, bang, 3.
Yeah. It's
simple. They know how to operate together. It's really, really, really simple. Or they make it look simple. I'll say that. It looks good. It looks natural. And it looks like something that is easily replicable game after game after game after game.
Yes. And I thought the worst part of the lineups was, instead of making it more repeatable, Doc tended to stagger Giannis with KPJ and then Rollins otherwise. That's why if you look at the plus minus, you would say, oh, maybe KPJ was better. He was plus 10, Rollins was minus 2. No, KPJ had 8 points on 3 of 10 shooting, 6 rebounds, 9 assists, 4 steals, and 4 turnovers, and 3 fouls, but just played a lot with Giannis, and they dominated Giannis's minutes, the Bucks did as a whole, whereas Rollins carried the bench groups. I just think it would make more sense to do the opposite for all of the reasons that you just said. And because, I don't want to fully lean into it all the time for sure, because it just results in more losses. But if there's ever a time that you could just say like, actually, KPJ, we do want you to dribble the air out of the ball and just like do whatever you think is best. It's in a 5-minute stretch when neither of the other two guys we're talking about are on the floor. Like, go nuts. If it's you and Gary Harris and Big Bob and Jericho, God forbid, go nuts, man. Do whatever you can do. I mean, I'm sorry. He's fine, but like...
God forbid Jericho Sims is in the game.
Well, with Gary Harris and like Kuzma or whatever, like some of these bench groups are like, I don't know how you expect offense to happen.
But what you learned during this stretch, right, without Giannis, is that Kevin Porter Jr. is your best like on-ball shot creator, not named Giannis on the team.
Yeah,
that's what you learned, or you probably knew that already, but now that's out there, right? You know that. What better time to utilize that is that being your non-Giannis offense.
Yeah.
Because it's like it goes from, oh God, we need this to this is worst possible scenario.
Right.
Like instead of it being your primary offense and your primary directive, it's now your Giannis isn't in the game. What can we do? Sort of thing. It's your secondary. It's your secondary sort of directive.
Yeah.
That's a big shift, right? It's massively overqualified for the role. And that's why I think that would be better if Kevin Porter Jr. was not always staggered with Giannis, but Ryan Rollins was.
Well, yeah, I just think like unless he develops,
it makes more sense.
Unless KBJ develops into literally James Harden, which I think he should personally, but
that'd be awesome.
Not sure it's totally up to him. Like that's kind of the role he's got to be in if he's ever going to be on a really good team, which he's never really done. I mean, the Clippers were good last year, but they excised him from the rotation.
His record as a starter is horrible.
Yeah, because usually when he's a starter, they're like, here, you're the offense. He's not good enough to make a team win doing that consistently. I think we know that very well at this point. But he can, like, if he's the second guy, and then to your point, it's like, okay, Giannis is not on the floor. Yeah, go ahead, man. Use every single possession. Like, we need now this kind of like, okay, he's going to get 6 free throws and miss a bunch of shots, and we can live with the turnovers because these are bench groups, and he's going to also spray out the assists. You can't necessarily, again, live with it long term if it's like, okay, you just got the keys, like hit the gas full game every single night. Like, I don't think that's a way to sustainably get good results in the NBA from a team basis. But can you like harness that and make it into more of a limited thing?
Can you be Lou Williams?
Right.
Can you be Corey Brewer?
I don't know. Yeah. Jamal Crawford.
Jamal Crawford is definitely who I was trying to think of.
Corey Brewer.
Settled on Corey Brewer. I was like, there's another 6 Man of the Year winner that I'm forgetting. I'm just going to name Corey Brewer.
Can you be Detlef Schrempf?
Hey, most double-doubles off the bench in NBA history.
Yeah, Big Bob's working on it. Added another one against the Bulls. He's coming. Trying to erase Ennis Freedom out of the record book. Free him of the record, the second place record. But yeah, I just think we're still not there with the right way to utilize these guards. And it's Doc Rivers. Maybe we'll never be there. But I'm just buying all the Rollins stock I can.
Absolutely. That's the best. That's the premier stock that you can get on the Bucks stock market.
I will say, there's been a little like again this talk of like the rebuild or whatever. I do think his value is much higher as a guy with Giannis, and maybe that ends up being out of your control, and you don't get that choice. But they pair really well together to me. And I would just want to see that on a longer sample as Rollins continues to develop. Hopefully you have the opportunity for that. But that's just what I've been feeling.
It's a mold you've tried to perfect before, right? You back in the Michael Carter Williams, Matthew Dellavedova days, where you get he's a better version of that, right? Like a defensive point guard who can, hit some threes. But instead, in this case, Ryan Rollins can actually be a capable ball handler and play off ball and be a defensive menace. Better than those two ever.
You could use the good one, too. I mean, they did.
I mean, Drew Holiday.
They did acquire a good one. Yeah, you could say
I know, Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday. I mean, yes. I'm not. The thing is, I don't think he's going to be as good as Drew Holiday.
No, I know, but it's just funny to be like, don't want to be too aspirational. So, what if there was a point guard who was good defensively, but, like, what if Delly was good? Like, you could say Drew. He's trying to... He's looking. He's on the pathway to be a Drew Holiday potentially someday.
Yes, that's the mold, right? I didn't want to set too lofty of expectations, but you did invoke Chris, so I guess I should have.
Yeah, and here's why I did, by the way. Just because I think we've been so pessimistic.
Drew Holiday wasn't scoring this efficiently.
So we've been so pessimistic. I think I'm due for some radical blind optimism. So Ryan Rollins, this is his age. No, I need to be on Basketball Reference for both. I was on Basketball Reference for one, NBA.com for the other. Pure disaster.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing
NBA.com. Get your stuff together.
Their stats. I mean, they only have some stats, but Basketball Reference for all the counting stuff is better. Age 23 for Rollins. He's averaging 17 points, 5.8 assists, 4.2 rebounds, 48% from the field, 39.8% from three. A lot of those self-created. Age 23, Drew Holiday season was his first in New Orleans. He averaged 14 points, 7.9 assists, so he's on the ball more. 4 rebounds, shot 44.7% from the field and 39% from three. So didn't score as much, assisted more, 2 assists more per game. And was not as efficient from two, actually. Was he? He just not? No, Rollins is shooting 54% from two on 8 twos per game, which is a ton. Holiday was shooting 46% on 11 twos per game, which is even more. So Rollins and Holiday, Rollins similar 3-point shooting. Rollins a lot more efficient from two. Drew was assisting more, scoring less. And Drew was probably getting more steals, the exact same, 1.6.
It's pretty good.
Drew was an all-star the season before that. He was 17-8 the year before, so maybe a little disingenuous of a comp. I will add that. But I think it was on a not... I actually think that Philly team was decent before they tore it down. How did he make an all-star? They were 34-48. Why was... I mean, no disrespect to Drew, but why was he an all-star?
Who knows?
I mean, I don't want to listen. Again, I'm really not trying to be disrespectful to him. I guess he was like just the best player on the team as like a 22-year-old, and they were like, "That's sick.
That's awesome. Good job."
You just don't necessarily expect the 22-8 team to get those awards. Or sorry,
yeah, I think they were worse the year.
I said the record wrong. Sorry, go ahead.
I think they were worse the year before, and they had some improvement, and they're like, "Oh, this guy's good." That must have been it.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway. Brook Lopez was also an all-star that year. They're right next to each other on the box score. Shout out to Brook, who's having a nice run with the Clippers.
9 threes in a game?
Yeah, I saw a little bit of everyone who said Brook was washed. I was like, well, no one said he wasn't going to have a random game where he hit a bunch of threes every so often, but
yeah.
Anyway. Good for Brook.
He's been collecting some not a ton of playing time. And I love Brook Lopez. Wish Brook Lopez the best.
Yeah.
But man, Miles looks good with Giannis.
Yeah. He's still, I'd say again, 13-5-1, still a little disappointing versus expectation overall. He did only play 27 minutes in the game, which also is a little disappointing.
You have to play Bob. You have to play Bob,
who was
24 minutes. Jericho 16.
Bob is an incredible player. 17 points, 11 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, 7 of 16 from the field, 2 of 3 from deep. No fouls, no turnovers. -9 in 24 minutes against the Bulls.
He can't play defense, man. He can't do it. And he just engulfs offensive possessions. I'm done. If you have a bench unit, not even a bench unit, because KPJ is probably going to continue to start. You have a secondary a scorer like we were talking about in bench units in Kevin Porter Jr., I think I'm okay with the Bob. I think it's okay.
With him going?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if these nights it's still going to be a -9, which feels very consistent. It's just like, I don't know.
We're not making a big thing of single game plus minus. This is a trend.
I think he was okay against Indiana. No, actually, Memphis, I think he had a couple highlight plays on defense, was it? And I know the Boston game, he was really good. Like, he'll have these random moments where you're like, oh yeah, that's the guy that we were so excited about last season and thought, like, this guy could actually start. And then it just goes away for long periods of time. Against the Bulls, he had a takeaway, fast break, full court slam where he barely got high enough to dunk the ball, but still. And it's just like, it's not nearly consistent enough.
No, it's not. And it just makes me sad because he's taking, like, Doc, I don't know why Doc loves him so much. Again, we've been saying this for months, but what did Miles Turner do to Doc Rivers?
Just doesn't rebound enough. I think that's really what it comes down to. Bob had 6 more boards in 3 fewer minutes.
Yeah, but I want to see, like, Giannis is probably getting a lot of the boards when Miles is playing.
Yeah, but I mean, it is like Bob gets rebounds better than Miles. I don't. That is true. The problem is the defense is so bad that it's not actually helping them win the games when he's on the court versus Miles. And I feel
he takes forever to get a rebound too, and it starts wasting your shot clock.
Yeah, he's a tapper.
He's a tapper, and then he just holds the ball for a solid 2 seconds.
Well, he's been doing a lot of dribbling. I remember I praised him a couple of weeks ago for not dribbling up the court as much.
He is dribbling
and
a lot.
There was a possession, I think against Memphis, where he got it, dribbled it all the way up court to the elbow, and just settled himself into the post. Like, normally you get an entry pass there. He just did it all himself and worked and, like, totally airballed a jumper or something. But I was just like, are you serious, dude? Do you think this is the play the coaches drew up? As Bobby Portis gets the rebound at one free throw line, dribbles down to 8 feet above the other free throw line, and settles into the post? No other Buck touched the ball. You know how rare that is outside of, like, someone like Russell Westbrook or Giannis getting the rebound? For one player to grab the rebound, go all the way down, and then shoot it. And not a pull-up 3 in transition, because I guess that would be the other one.
Yeah, it'd be like Luka and Harden and things like that. But an actual look inside the arc.
A back-to-the-basket post touch? That might be the only play. I mean, I guess Jokic. Jokic might do it, but probably not. Jokic loves to pass.
He doesn't. He passes it out, and he gets an entry pass because he likes to be settled first. You know who's never done that? I'm pretty sure Shaq never did that. One of the most dominant players.
But he'll tell you he should have.
He will tell you that. But he didn't. We have decades of film, Shaq. Decades. 1 point something decades of film, Shaq. Bob, do you think you're better than Shaq? I'm seriously asking. Bob, do you think you're better? He
probably thinks he's better at dribbling than Shaq.
I don't know if he is. Young Shaq was a menace.
No, he's not. He's definitely not. So I guess, what do you think?
Who was most disappointed in this game?
Who?
I mean, Bob. But
really, Bob, I probably wasn't most.
I wasn't most disappointed. Might have been Kuz.
For me, it's AJ.
Oh, AJ, yeah, absolutely.
I'm not. We knock off the injury protection after a couple games back. It's like, all right, if you're not healthy, then don't play. This has been like maybe the longest cold stretch of his career. They still won his minutes by a lot. Yeah, he's 2 of 8 from 3 deep again. He made a big one in the fourth quarter. Still plus 14 in his minutes, probably because a lot of them came with Giannis and the other starters. But he did have 2 steals. He didn't foul anyone. I thought he did okay on defense, but he is targeted. But watching this, I was like, yeah, I mean, if they could upgrade that spot into like a real wing player who could also hit some threes, we'd really be cooking.
Andrew Wiggins?
Miami now does seem like really open to moving him.
Yeah.
I guess the buzz there is Pelle Larsson is really coming along, so it's kind of like opening up some space. They're holding space for Pelle Larsson, if you will.
They're really holding space with that. I mean, oh my God, I didn't know they were doing
that. Dude, there's like parodies of them that are so funny to me. There's one that's like, Where are you from? The fake interviews, Dayton, Ohio. Oh my God. Oh, like Dayton, Ohio is some like big thing. It's so funny. And if you don't know what we're talking about, it's fine. Don't look it up. It's not important.
You definitely know what we're talking about.
Probably. But no, there's people out there who are like, who just don't know internet things.
That's fair.
Wiggins, though, would be good. This is my new mission. I'm looking around for like who are the guys the Bucks that could acquire that would actually help. And like I don't think Jeremy Grant.
You've been looking around. I've been screaming this in your face for months now, and now you're starting to look around and say, "Oh, maybe Andrew Wiggins is good."
No, I'm looking for more. Well, we can't just have one name.
Oh, you know what? This guy's just been telling me about Andrew Wiggins for months now. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start sniffing around. I'm gonna come back with this idea. Hey, Andrew Wiggins. Get out of here.
What? I never said Andrew Wiggins was my number one target or that I came up with it.
Andrew Wiggins. I've been sniffing around trying to find guys. I'm telling you, Tom.
I didn't say Wiggins was one of the guys I was sniffing around. I didn't need to because you bring him up every time.
I'm kidding.
I'm not sold on Najee Marshall. But the idea is someone who can basically slide into the AJ Green spot. I don't think you're trading AJ. He's not trade eligible still. You're not trading him for that player. But I do think right now that is probably the one starter. I don't know. Or would you rather demote one of the guards and have a forward that comes in to play with AJ in an ideal world? Or do you think this lineup can just work?
I mean, we were doing this with Kuz earlier. Didn't this already happen? Like, it was Ryan Rollins, then it was AJ, Kuz, Giannis, Miles. This is when KPJ was hurt.
Yeah.
Because they took Gary out of the starting lineup. Didn't we do this already?
Yeah, I guess here's the question. Is this current group the best group they can do? Or trade for someone.
Oh, I think you need to trade for someone. This roster is still
so are you trading for a starter?
Yes.
So then who are you bumping out of the lineup?
AJ.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if the way you answered before made it clear that that's what you thought.
That's fair. No, that's true. That's true. I'm saying the person they kicked out of the starting lineup was one of Gary or AJ. That's what they've been doing.
And then Rollins for some reason as well when they didn't really have to.
Doc, man. You can't factor in the doctor.
So for a while he wouldn't start Kuz or Bobby, and then he started both of them.
He started Jericho Sims, man.
He started Jericho Sims 4 times. They lost all 4 games.
Yeah, pretty handedly.
They started Jericho Sims, and after that game, Doc said, I just don't know why we can't get going on offense. When you had one ball handler, Ryan Rollins, and you were starting Jericho Sims at the 4.
Yeah. What an offense. You know what a modern 4 looks like? Not Jericho Sims.
I said God forbid earlier, and he had a good game against the Bulls. They're kind of using him in the right role again. I dreaded his minutes for a while there. Like, I'm still not over Jericho Sims, the power forward, who just completely murdered every lineup he was in, who still has, if you look at the plus-minus data, Sims is like the biggest glaring negative on the team. I think it's actually worse than Trent now.
Yeah. I don't think we briefly mentioned that Gary Trent Jr. just got absolutely calf annihilated by Pascal Siakam.
It's always Siakam. Yeah, thankfully
he's always around.
He's only questionable. He was questionable for the last game too. But there was
braids out.
There was he was looking rejuvenated. But he was in the kerfuffle, so clearly not feeling too bad.
He's hoping there were no Thon makers around where he can just get some leg action in a kerfuffle.
Yeah, you got to be careful for that.
To be fair, Thon maker high knees is probably Gary's head, so you wouldn't have to worry.
You have to be out concussion then. It'd be 2 things like Jordan Love.
Yeah.
Okay, net ratings. I pulled it up. Jericho Sims minus 18.1. Worst on the team by far.
Yeah, it's not even his. I feel bad for him. Like, it's not really his fault.
No, it's just he's not a power forward. Best on the team is now Thanasis, plus 32.9.
I'm telling you, he's the answer.
Then Pete Nance, then Mark Sears, then Giannis. Still plus 9.5 with Giannis on for the whole season.
It's almost like this team is good. It's almost like Giannis is incredible. It's so good to see him out there. Also, I don't think we really touched on this, but I did not. Did you expect him to come back this soon?
No.
Yeah, this is crazy. When he had his press conference, what was that, last week or a week and a half ago?
Yeah.
He said my original timeline was, 2 to 4 weeks, but I think it's going to be more of a 4 to 6 week injury. And if he got injured during that Pistons game, Cavs game was the first time, I think.
Yeah.
That Pistons game, which was on December 3rd, it would be 3 and a bit weeks.
Yeah, it's less than 4 weeks.
Game. It's 24 days.
Yeah, the funniest part was after the game, he was like, when I was younger, I could really bounce back from stuff quick. But now it's like you were like in line with the original timeline and beat the one that you gave more recently. Like, what you did fine, buddy. Like,
yeah. You did good.
I was definitely worried that they rushed him back, but I thought he did look okay. They are keeping him on a minutes restriction for the next, it was 5 to 10 games, so now it'd be like 4 to 9 games. So we'll see how long that goes. But a 25 minutes restriction is like, it's a restriction, but it's like you can still get some real value. It's like they're doing like 3 long stints, I think, or 4.
Mm-hmm.
I think 3 8-minute stints is how they played it. But
yeah.
I was surprised at how good he looked.
I know. I was really surprised.
At that timeline. Yeah.
Again, that windmill really, and the way he landed, I was like, oh no.
We forgot in the timeline to include the fact that he's literally a freak.
Yeah. We did kind of forget about that.
But like, it must have not been, if it was the same injury, clearly not the same severity as the one that he had 2 years or
knocked
2
him
years
out for
ago?
like 2 months, yeah.
Yeah, like he said he wasn't even running for like, whatever you said, 2 months, I think, after that one against the Celtics, where he obviously didn't play the whole first round. And we kind of did the whole like, maybe if they make a game 6, maybe if they make a game 7, and we never saw him.
He was never going to play. We realized, we found out after the fact. But.
Right. But yeah, I didn't expect him to see him back in 3.5 weeks, that's for sure.
No, not even. He saw that Grizzlies game. He was like, all right, boys. Enough's enough.
I mean, I hope everything's good. Again, it looked like it was. But this is definitely something you don't want to play with. Giannis has continued to say, how serious these soft tissue things can be. So just have to hope that.
If anything, if you want to put on your tinfoil hats and whatever, if anything, this is showing how committed he is to this.
Oh, yeah. I mean.
If you're trying to leave this season, you're not doing that.
No. It's like...
Which is why I always think this is going to be an off-season problem.
Like, the downside, if you really rush back from something like this and, like, the worst big injury happens, it kind of just blows up the rest of the, like, decade for the player and the team here in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm. Because if you truly are, if you're Alex Saratzis, who does not operate under any influence of Giannis.
He's rogue.
No influence from Giannis whatsoever.
He's the bad guy in the next Mission Impossible movie.
Ethan Hunt. We need you to stop Alex Saratzis.
He's been talked about like the bad guys in Call of Duty. Just like, it's a rogue agent. He's been spotted in Bhutan talking to the Hawks front office.
Oh man! But if you're Alex Saratzis and you've gone rogue, you have influence over Giannis, but Giannis does not have influence over you because that's clearly how this works.
Yep.
If you are trying to leave this season, you do not come back right now.
No, I mean, you came back and you were like, "Oh, it might be 6 weeks."
That's what I would do.
Yeah,
that's what I would do. I would just continue to let this team lose.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's be like, listen, I can't rush back. Like, I just want to be sure I'm healthy. Like, really drag it out. Because, yeah, I mean, if he got to 6 weeks, I don't know, maybe some people would have been like, oh, is Giannis doing this or that? But I think it's the overall logic of like, wow, you really need to be careful with calf injuries, I think would have held firm. And people would generally have been like, yeah, it sucks the Bucks are seemingly this lifeless without him, but neither party can afford to get him seriously hurt if he comes back too early from this thing.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I guess that's a good thing.
Hopefully. Hopefully it's long-term a good thing, too.
Yes.
But yeah, I agree. And anyone who thinks it's fake is dumb, by the way.
Yeah, do you know what kind of lawsuit would be facing the NBA?
Yeah, this season of all seasons for the NBA. But yeah, I don't think the Bucks medical staff is just like, oh, it's totally nothing's going on here. It's a psychosomatic soleus strain.
One of the most lauded medical and athletic training staffs in the entire sports world, by the way.
Yeah.
So
it's the Emperor's new clothes of calf strains.
But no, I think we can put that. It was never a valid theory, but you can't even use that anymore.
You can't question if he's locked in either, to your point. That's a good point to make. Because it would be very easy to just quit on this season because this season stinks for the Bucks. But it's not over.
It's not over. Let's see. When do they next play today as we're recording this against the Charlotte Hornets, who come on. Like, can you be serious once, please?
I mean,
I want this team to be a serious team.
They need to win this. They need to win the games like this. They need to at most lose one of these games against losing teams they have coming up. But really, like, go win all of them if you want to make a statement.
You need to win 3 games in a row.
Yeah.
And that'll turn into your 4th game in a row. You need to beat the Hornets today at 6 p.m. It's a road game. You need to beat the Wizards at home. You need to. If you lose to the Wizards at home, just because Bucks fans, I know people who are not renewing their season tickets because this season is just awful.
Well, yeah.
Like, it's just you need to show up at home. They haven't won a home game since December 11th. Given they've had one opportunity, so I guess that's not really a good step. But
fair.
They've only had one home game since December 11th, and that was on the 18th. So, You know what? That's fine.
Yeah.
2 home games in over 2 weeks is crazy.
And it's not going to go up by a lot.
The cup is so stupid. Like, the scheduling. I love the cup. I love the cup. The scheduling
they go out west
horrendous.
pretty soon, too. So, yeah, it's going to be all in a tizzy.
No, you have a 2-game homestand. So you play the Wizards at home on Wednesday, New Year's Eve. And then you have on January 2nd, again, the Charlotte Hornets in Milwaukee. And then you have a week and a half West Coast road trip. Brutal.
Yeah, the West, and it's actually the good teams in the West mostly, right? Like, I think
it's Kings, Warriors, Lakers, Nuggets.
Okay, so 2, yeah, 1.5. Yeah. The Lakers, I find it so funny.
And the Lakers.
I find it so funny that, like, immediately when LeBron came back, the Lakers were terrible. like right away. Like,
yeah.
Not good.
Not great. But it's a brutal scheduling stretch for the Bucks. Yep. So I think you have to, if you want to save the season, you have to win these next 3 in a row.
Yeah, which we've said something like this 1,500 times, and they just haven't done it ever. But
well, this is your last chance.
Giannis said, "It's fight for your lifetime."
Well, we'll fight then. Put up or shut up, Bucks.
And Jon Horst.
Knock if you buck.
Nice.
This is it. I don't know why I'm trying to like inspire them, but this is it. This is your opportunity. What's the Michael Irvin? Don't let no one come into your house. Take your feel.
What are you prepared to do about it? God, it's so good, dude.
Do what you need to do today.
Today.
I'm not nervous.
Dude, all-timer.
It's awesome. I love how they just let Michael Irvin go do whatever he does and then go on air.
So we partner with his new YouTube channel at Blue Wire now. And awesome. The story behind this is just like he's too amped up. So he just like, worked with some people, of course, to get it all set up because he's not like a producer or whatever. But he just like wanted to keep doing some sort of show and do more stuff. So he'll just like call up Troy Aikman and do a show just because like he wants to and he's so fired up. That's like awesome. He's just like that, which I think is awesome. Great. Yeah.
That's sick.
I know. He's just wired that way. Like, I love when, like, someone who's that rich and everything, it's just, like, also has content brain.
Oh, yeah. And you see him on the sidelines of Miami.
Oh, yeah. Dude, he thinks he's still a player there, too, for sure.
Bro's on all fours, like, barking. Like, it's crazy.
He's 101.
It's awesome. I want to be that passionate about something,
I know.
Michael Irvin, come on the pod. Talk Bucks.
Yeah.
What do you know about Bucks basketball, Michael Irvin?
Trying to think if we've ever had anyone from Miami play for the Bucks. I'm sure that some service or whatever could tell that.
They're not a great.
We never got Al Horford. Oh no, that was Florida, wasn't it?
That's Florida. It's the University of Miami, right?
Yeah.
Because Miami University's in Ohio.
Yeah.
Let's see. Notable players.
Oh, Keyshawn George. If only.
Oh, wow.
Only 19?
Shane Larkin.
Lonnie Walker.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think he...
he never actually played.
Tito Horford did there.
Oh. Oh, that's tough. Going from Miami to Florida?
Yeah, you don't see that every day. Rick Barry's their best.
Yeah.
Oh, John Salmons.
Oh, there we go.
The Salmon from Miami came to the Bucks.
There we go. Shane Larkin won National Player of the Year.
Wow.
The Lute Olson National Player of the Year. Is that the big one?
Yeah, probably. They've named everything, I feel like, in the last couple of years.
Yeah, it is the big one. Yeah.
Guillermo Diaz.
Sure.
He's a Clipper.
Oh.
He played 6 games. Not important. But yeah, John Salmons, Miami Hurricanes, Bucks legend. We've got
there we go. That's the end.
That's the end. We've got to do our Eastern Conference Player of the Week. It's another weird week.
Yes, we do. Was it Maxey last week? I didn't even see.
Oh, I didn't track it either.
It's fun. It's fun that we can now actually, have a buck in the race now after hopefully this week.
Yeah, I mean, if they had held on, if they had beaten Memphis, we really could have had one because not a lot of teams played 2 games, but they did not.
No. Hopefully for next week, though.
Or not a lot of players, I should say.
So it's probably going to be... It's either going to be Jaylen Brown or Jalen Brunson, I think.
Yeah, this is a weird one.
Brown went 2-1.
Yeah.
Brunson 2-0.
He must have
Jaylen Brown,
missed a game.
32.7 points per game, 6.3 rebounds, 3.3 assists, 4 turnovers, and 1.7 steals, 0.7 blocks. Like,
I don't know if this matters for the award. Yeah, they lost his minutes in those 2 games, which is surprising. They won them both, but
I think I'm going Jaylen Brown here.
I just don't know if they're going to care about the plus minus. Or like,
The Nets winning both of their games with Michael Porter Jr.?
I wonder, like, would they give it to someone because they did something cool on Christmas? But I guess in the East, the only real option is Brunson then.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I forgot it was East only for a second. I was like, oh, maybe you just give it to Joker, no matter what else happened with the 5th. And I was like, oh, wait, that's the West.
Eastern Conference Player of the Week. Yeah, just give them both. Why not?
Yeah. I guess I'll take Brunson for debate, but it's not a good week for this.
No. Cam Thomas, a plus 27 in his 1 game played.
The Nets are on a big winning streak.
Yeah.
Donovan, this was 1 month ago.
No.
I'm pulling it up.
I think Jaylen Brown, though, the Celtics continue to be a good team, which is really annoying, quite frankly. I think I hate it, actually. Yeah.
No, I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of it.
So I think that's why they're going to do it. 2-1's like not bad. They don't specifically always go for undefeated teams.
The Knicks weren't undefeated. They just Brunson just played in the wins. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to switch. You won me over. I'm going to do Jaylen Brown too.
God, they're 3rd in the East, the Celtics.
I'm trying to just find when that story would have came out. What, like the 22nd?
What?
Like the last one, the last player of the week.
Did Brunson. They just not do
It was
one?
Brunson last week.
Oh, okay. Did we say Maxey?
Let me look at the stats.
I think we did.
Were we wrong again?
I think we were wrong again.
Let's see. 15th to the 21st.
I think we said Maxey.
Yeah, we did. Wow, I'm really surprised they went with Brunson, who they also lost his minutes last week.
Because I remember us saying, like, oh, they just gave Brunson an award for the NBA Cup. Like, I don't know if they're going to do it again.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, they gave it to Brunson. Maybe just because of the Cup. Maybe they just...
So they're definitely... I don't think they're going to give it to Brunson this week. So that makes me feel better about Jaylen Brown. Especially if they're okay doing a 2-1 team versus a 2-0 team.
Yeah. They didn't give it to Brunson twice in a row. It was Jaylen Brown the week before.
Okay.
So week over week, it's been Giannis, Maxey, Cade, Jalen Johnson, Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Brunson, Jaylen Brown, then Brunson again.
Then Jaylen Brown again.
I think Jaylen Brown again this week.
Nice.
And then hopefully next week, Giannis again, and we can start the whole cycle over.
Next week, Giannis again would feed families.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Or, on the minutes restriction, can we get a Rilo in there? We'll see.
I don't know. We shall see. But like I said, the Bucks have some important games this week. Starting today against the Hornets, you gotta take care of business. You gotta win. Make sure you get to your lineups in on Prize Picks for that game. So excited for that. But we'll wrap this up and say thank you for listening to this episode of the Eurostep here on Blue Wire and GSPN, presented by the wonderful people over at Prize Picks. Sorry, Ty, what'd you see, Ty?
I didn't realize Ryan Kalkbrenner, Con Knippel are both out for the Hornets for this game, which is a big deal.
That is a very big deal. Ryan Kalkbrenner had a great game against the Bucks.
Yeah. So did Con.
Obviously. Yeah, Con Knippel probably favored for Rookie of the Year right now.
I think, especially with this injury, I think he's going to be out for a little while with that. I feel like it's going to be Flag again, but we'll see. He certainly was at one point.
Yeah, he was at worst number 2.
Yeah.
But hopefully they get better soon. But hopefully the Bucks can take care of business, take advantage in this game. Yeah. But make sure you are subscribed wherever you're listening to or watching this podcast. That's your podcast platform of choice, or on YouTube. 5-star rating and review. Engage in the comment section. Pod Random. Shout out to Jeremy and Hunter. Who had that weekend. Great listeners. Pod Random. I'll talk to you next time.